Hi everyone, my name is Michael, and today we're going to be talking about Le Chatelier's principle. So Le Chatelier's principle says when a system is in equilibrium and something changes to shift that equilibrium, the system will shift back the other way to go back to equilibrium, right? So example of this would be a Coke bottle, right? So it's in equilibrium. You got CO2 gas is in equilibrium with aqueous CO2, right? So when I open this Coke bottle, there's going to be a hissing sound, and that'll be the the CO2 gas coming out the top, and then we'll see some bubbles in here, and that'll be the aqueous CO2 coming out of solution to try to shift back to equilibrium, right? Because we're losing some of this. So this part of the equation will shift this way to send us back to equilibrium. All right, and then also we know the Coke is an equilibrium. It's an equilibrium system. It's aqueous CO2 and H2O is in equilibrium with carbonic acid. So that's in the actual Coke. And so we know, furthermore, that carbonic acid is in equilibrium with hydrogen and HCO3, right? So if I were to add some of this vinegar, which is acid, to the Coke, it would then, this reaction would shift this way because this is an equilibrium. This needs a double arrow right here to represent equilibrium, but this would shift this way. Then you come back up here, and if we have more acid, it would shift back this way, producing more CO2 aqueous solution, right? Which would then, if we come all the way back up here, it would then shift and make more bubbles, right? All right, so let's see some of this in action. Let me change my camera here so we can see this. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the Coke. You hear that come out? All right, now look, here come the bubbles. You see the bubbles? Perfect, you see the bubbles? There they are. All right, open it up. You got a lot of bubbles rushing up. That's the CO2 aqueous coming out. All right, now let's pour a little and see what happens in this cup right here. All right, we can hear the fizzing, and we see a lot of bubbles. That's the CO2 coming out of solution, right? It's adjusting for equilibrium. All right, and so that has been Le Chatelier's principle with the Coke bottle. You can see the bubbles are still coming out. We're still trying to adjust for equilibrium. All right, and that has been Le Chatelier's principle. I'm Michael, and thank you guys, and I hope you learned something.